Okay. Oh, I have not gone live in so long. This feels so new and fresh. I haven't done it in so long. Hold on. Okay, I have everything set up. Perfect. Perfect. Look at me. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. It's not like I did this all summer. Last summer, I mean. Every single goddamn day. All right. How am I going to set my screen up? Oh, I am live. Okay. Can you hear me out of both ears? Because I had to tweak my microphone settings. Last time I went live, you could only hear in one ear. Can you definitely hear in both ears? If so, perfect. I've fixed the only issue that I thought was going to happen. Hello. Hi, everyone. Whoa, the amount of mods is crazy. I was literally in the chat earlier and I was like, anyone want to be a mod? And I was adding everyone. I was playing a little game. I was like, name my dogs and you'll be a mod. Okay, perfect. Well, hello, everyone. It has been 4 months since I have done a live stream. And that is crazy because if you know anything about Adam McIntyre lore, you know that I used to be live all the goddamn time. Last year, I was live basically every day. But basically, 1 mod per viewer. And you know what? That makes sense. Oh, shit. I need to let everyone know that I'm live. Hold on. I'm going to let everyone know that I'm live. Right. Oh, I don't want to hear myself. I'm going to quickly let everyone know. Or wait. You know what? They can find it on their own time. Whoever's here is a real one. Whoever's here is a real one. Do you take requests for things to react to? Sure, I have a couple things I want to talk about today, but I'll for sure do that. I'm also going to post a video right now, so you're going to get notified, but do not leave me. Do not leave me. It's on Chapel Roan. I did a little follow-up. I'm going to publish that real quick, and then people can watch that, or they can watch the live stream, or whatever. So yes, hello, everyone. It has been a long time. It has been, like I said, 4 months since I've been live. I've still been uploading videos and stuff, but I kind of fell out of the routine of live streaming. And if I'm looking over here, by the way, I'm looking at chat. That is Zone. On the lore wall. I love that. So I thought what better way to, it's been a long time coming, but it's you and me. That's my whole world. They whisper in the hallway. That bad girl. Okay. Did anyone go to the Eras tour? I went to too many of them. And by the last show, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I could do another one. No shade. Oh my God, people are going to clip that and be like, he's so ungrateful. Baby, I was paying for the tickets. But like, the show's long. The show is long. Get out of your coconut tree and like the stream. I'm going to pin that actually. Okay, so I have a lot of things I want to talk about today. There's actually going to be quite a lot. And I was going to film on these things tonight anyway. And then I was like, you know what? So I'm going to Tennessee in 2 days. I'm going to Tennessee in 2 days. People keep being like, Adam, why are you going to Tennessee? I'm going for Dollywood. It's 2 of my friends' birthdays. And so we're going to Dollywood for that. I'm a little bit nervous to go to Tennessee. I'm going to be honest. I've kind of like always stuck to the states that I know. And Tennessee is definitely a new one for me. But hey, it's fun. Also, I want to talk about something before we get into the nitty gritty. So I really shouldn't be talking about this, but I always kind of keep I don't really hold anything back. And if I'm told not to say anything, I will say it anyway. Who here is on the Muckers Finsta? Anyone on the Muckers Finsta? Okay, people are loving Dollywood. Tennessee, you're always on my mind. I assume that's a song. I'm ready for country, Adam. I'm gonna be trying my best to give you a little country whenever I'm out there. But spelt differently. CNTRY. Okay, so let me tell you something, and if you're on the Finsta, you will know. So, being completely honest with you, a touring company who is doing all of like the main like influencer tours right now reached out to me last week. And I'm not announcing anything. Like, this is not an announcement or anything like that. I'm just kind of keeping you in the loop of like what's happening. And I'm going on my first call with them tomorrow. We've been emailing back and forth, and I don't feel confident about it because, like, I don't know what they're suggesting, you know what I mean? And I will not know until the call tomorrow. But I kind of wanted to like let you know, just so if anything ever happens, I've kind of been keeping you as much in the loop as possible, because I never want to just like be like, here's the show. I don't know what the call tomorrow is going to entail. And I also genuinely don't know if they're going to be like, let's do like 1,000-seater places, because obviously I wouldn't be able to sell that. But I'm like almost wondering, like, because they reached out and they were like, we're doing like a bunch of influencer tours right now, and we're doing like tours with people with your size following, and it's been going well so far, and we would kind of love to also give you the opportunity to try it. And I mean, they're doing Tana's tour, they did Trisha's tour. I was briefly talking to Trisha about it, and I mean very, very, very briefly. She was just saying that she had a good experience. You know, they've worked with all these different people in our circle, right? And they reached out, and I think I'm gonna like go on the call tomorrow and hear what they have to say. But I think what I would ideally like, and the thing that I think I would only ideally agree to, and I think you might agree with me here, I feel like small comedy clubs makes more sense. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that they're not going to go in and be like, let's do 1,000-seaters, because obviously that is not realistic and that will not work for we But I'm like, I wonder if they would like sign on for like little comedy clubs, you know, around. So we had to go through stats over like emails and stuff. And again, none of this is confirmed. We haven't even done our proper call yet. It's just been like email conversations back and forth. But the most probable places are kind of looking like California, Texas, New York, Florida, England, Wales, and I think that was like the top ones. So I don't know, but if they agree to doing, because they want to do it, if they will agree to do smaller like comedy club venues, then I'll agree to do it. Versus if they are like, you know, trying to do the bigger ones, I'll be like, no, because I'm not being I'm not being, you know, made fun of. I'm self-aware that they are going to want to like sell as many. I really shouldn't be having this conversation with you, and I'm going to get in trouble tomorrow on the call. But when have I ever been professional? I know that the aim for them will be to sell as many tickets, but I am also a very realistic person, and I just think that comedy clubs would make sense. You know, like 50 to 100-seater places rather than thousands. And I was thinking about it, and I have to basically, you know, they've came to me with the idea. They've kind of given the places and the demographics and stuff. And then we're just going to have a conversation tomorrow about what that would look like. And I was thinking about it like little comedy clubs, live audience participation, am I the a-holes, giving advice to the audience, thinking different challenges and stuff like that, story times that I would never be able to say on YouTube, like just like comedy club vibes. And I'm like, okay, Def Noodles was able to do it. And I'm like, I feel like that makes more sense. So my full thing is, do you agree with me? Or do you think it's stupid that I'm approaching them kind of underestimating everything? Because again, they're wanting to do bigger and I want to do smaller. I just feel like the smaller places makes more sense. And also, by the way, this might not happen at all or whatever. Tomorrow is the first call about this. We've just been kind of emailing back and forth over the last week. But I've heard great things about the company. Again, I was having a very brief conversation with Trisha about it, and she worked with them on her first tour. Tana did it, and, you know, they were smaller venues, but I'd want to go even smaller than that. Okay, people agree with it. Yeah, well, okay. All right. Under promise and over deliver is my motto. Would it be 18? I do not know anything. Literally, again, tomorrow is the first call. I just needed to go in with some sort of idea. Because again, they kind of came to me. They gave me like a week to kind of, you know, sit on my thoughts to be able to come back to them with something. And I'm going back to them with very little because it's such a stressful idea. Also, not being from America is like a very, it's a stressful concept on trying to like, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Bring a ukulele for a sing-along. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. All right. Okay. So while we wait for everyone to get in, by the way, today we're going to be talking about, there's a really big story that is brewing with Tana Mongeau that I haven't seen really anyone talk about, and it is really bad. Like, I was really excited to do this story on Tana live because it's not looking great, and this is going to be one of them stories that when it hits the mainstream, shit's going to hit the fan. So, very excited for that story. I'm going to do that second, I think. The first story I'm going to do is, if you're aware, we covered Gabby Hanna at Oxford last night. People have let me know that there was a part 2 to that. And let me tell you something. I am not watching that on my own. No. Yesterday, we premiered the video, and even that, people were like, oh, I can't do this on my own, and you're here with me. How do you think I feel? I need to go through the part 2 of the Gabby Hanna with you all. So we're going to do the Gabby Hanna. We're going to do the really big Tana story. And again, I'm really excited to do the Tana one because people are not talking about it. And there's 2 other stories I want to get to, but I don't want to speak to things. So anyways, before we get into that, I kind of want to have a little lighter story, if you will, just for like 5 or 10 minutes while we wait for everyone to come in. Guys, I went on a loophole last night on TikTok, and I think I have found the most wholesome, sweetest person of all time. And let me tell you something. Maybe I took a little cookie, if you know what I mean, last night, and maybe I was in tears watching this person's videos because I've never seen something like it. And it actually made me really, really, really emotional. And I want to bring it to you because I just think that it was so great to see. So anyways, this creator, let me know if anyone has seen this creator before, popped up on my timeline. Oh, we also have to talk about Rosanna Pansino, but we'll get to that. Let me know if you have seen this creator before. They are called Frenchy, 95K on TikTok, which obviously is really great, but a relatively unknown, creator. Like, this is just someone like posting on TikTok and stuff. Has anyone seen this person before? You have? Okay, this is great. Oh my god, people. Yeah, okay, people know Frenchy. Okay, this is great. 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 Now, I dived in. So, this is a creator, like I said, called Francesca. And she loves the 50s, and she loves vintage shit. And her entire TikTok is one of the most individualized things I have ever seen in my entire life. And the reason I wanted to bring this to your attention, she recently made a video where she's talking about her first week of school. Very recently, like, she's just gone back to school, and she is in high school. And she's talking about the fact that she's very different to everyone else in her high school. And I just think she is the sweetest person ever. And there is something so beautiful about someone being so authentically them. So, for a little bit of lore background, before we get to what I want to talk about when it comes to this, the videos, I can't really play them out loud because they all are copyrighted music, but she, like I said, loves the 50s, collects all things from that time period, wears all these outfits, which are so 50s, and these videos are just her doing all these dances and loving her life and loving the 50s and, watching all the 50s movies, like, all these incredibly made outfits, and has sourced a lot from, like, really vintage places. And I see that she gets, like, a lot of things per week where she, like, sources things out and finds things, does her hair very 50s, and is just so authentically her. And I would assume that because the video that I want to talk about was her when she was going into high school, I assume she must be, like, 16 or 17 years old, I guess. Like 16 or 17 or maybe 15. Very young. Very young. And does all these covers of all these 50s songs, and like I said, is so 17. Okay, so she's 17. Does all these little weekly updates and stories. And again, I'm just giving you the point about like the outfits and all the 50s dolls and all this, right? Now, I want to get to this story time. And by the way, I'm learning a lot from her TikToks. She did a cover of Brenda Lee's I Want to Be Loved, or I Want to Be Wanted. I Want to Be Wanted. And I've never heard that song in my entire life. And all day I've been like singing Brenda Lee. And you know why I've been singing Brenda Lee? Because of Frenchy. Because of Frenchy. And now there's a little bit of a deeper talk I want to have about this, and it has to do with bullying, which is why I want to bring awareness to this. But I'm very aware that I have a social media following of such. Please go send some love. Please go send some hyping up comments and all the rest. It's Austin's _only_ wife. Frenchy. Now, I want to get to this video. So Frenchy had made this video of her first week of school update. And she talks a lot about going to school, and this is how she dresses. And she has a twin sister as well that dresses very differently to her, but that doesn't stop her wanting to, enjoy what she enjoys. And what she enjoys is the 50s and living that life. And by the way, she's not cosplaying as if she's in the 50s or anything, but even if she, she's doing what she wants, but she's not doing any of that. Like, she just enjoys the way they dressed, the music, and it influences her life so much, right? So, in this video, like I said, she discusses her first week back at school, and she talks about the other kids in school coming up to her and being like, why are you dressed like that? And basically, a bunch of haters in school, right? And I was just thinking about this back to being in school and how rough it was and how much you try to blend in and how much you try not to be noticed. And I think there's something so goddamn charming and beautiful about someone being so authentically different and so authentically themselves, specifically in 2024. Like, going to school is brutal enough, and standing out so much and doing it because you genuinely love it. I admire this person so much. So anyway, let's watch this video. I'm not going to talk about this for too long. After we watch this video, we'll move on. But I just had to bring it to your attention because I've been thinking about it all day, and I've been watching all the videos, and I've just been, I don't know, this person is so much younger than me, like 17 years old, right? But just, there's something so endearing about someone just having fun. Like, that's what it boils down to. Just having fun. Like, we've normalized not having fun and being so serious, and anyway, let's get to this little video.
Okay, so I want to give an update on my first week of school. So, because I already did one on the first day, and that day was good. But so I had to switch out of theater. I know I said my whole schedule and everything, but no, I had to make a change. So for theater, what happened was that before theater I had English, right?
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Someone goes, I love the outfit, especially the pansy brush. And she goes, oh, thank you. My 94-year-old friend gave it to me.
So, I mean, I still have that class, 7th period. But, so, I had to walk down, all the way down 3 flights of stairs, and then run to the arts building, right? I couldn't make it. Like, I mean, they give us 5 minutes to get to classes, and, like, that's enough, but, like, I mean, not really enough if you're coming from the 3rd floor. But, like, yeah, I was...
You know what's also really endearing about this to me? Obviously, when you're in school, you have issues like that you have to deal with and that stress you out. But there's something really endearing, and I'm not underestimating at all what she is feeling in this moment about being stressed out, not making it to class and stairs and stuff like that, because in that moment it was a lot for me. There's something really wholesome about just, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, the innocence of that time period of your life, no matter how shitty it can be. Because, I mean, my, high school and all like that, I hated it. I hated it, and it was the worst years of my life, and people say the school years are the best year of your life, so I think that's absolute bullshit, and it doesn't apply to everyone. And I actually hate people that peak in school. Like, yeah, I'm a number one hater of school as well. There's something really endearing about just hearing someone be so authentically them and talk about, like, their day, and it's just so, I don't mean to, you know what I mean, but I don't mean to sound, like, rude, but, like, the biggest problem in the day is, like, not making it down the stairs in time for school. There's something really endearing about that.
Late, and then my teacher, I mean, it's not her fault, it's her job, like, to enforce not being tardy. But, like, she told me that next week you have to start being on time, so I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna make it. I mean, it's sad because I like that class, but I just can't. And then, so that was, like, the major change to my school year. I mean, school week. Well, yeah, school year, because, I'm no longer in theater. But also, well, I think this was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, I think. But I was walking from 7th period to then theater. And these two girls were like, oh, look, it's Francesca. I mean, I don't know if that was a bad or good thing. I mean, I didn't know them, but, like, I don't know. And then I was at lunch that day, and then these two boys were like, oh, look at what Francesca's wearing or something. Again, don't know if that was bad, but, like, it looked bad because, like, the kids at school. I mean, but, yeah, and then there's this kid. Oh, never mind. Might have TikTok or something, so don't wanna. But, like, he keeps asking, things like, oh, why do you have a briefcase? Why do you dress like that? Why the 50s? Why this? I mean, like, I don't ask him what he wears. Like, he was wearing the whoopsies. Ignore that. But he was wearing, like, the shoes that kids wear now. But I didn't ask,
Drag.
Because why should you care? But also, then I think this was Wednesday. Pretty sure. But Wednesday, and this girl runs up to me. Why are you dressed like that? I just said, because I like the 50s, I collect antiques, I collect vintage clothing,
Oh, there's something so beautiful about just, like, being yourself. There's something so beautiful about that. Dude, you have to believe me, when I was in bed last night, gone, so high, right? Watching these, tears streaming down my face. I was like, why would anyone bully her? Like, I was so upset about because you know what school is like, right? But when you grow up and you get out of that mentality, you realize how awful that environment is. And even if you were involved in that, you realize that it just wasn't that deep and stuff, and leave people alone or whatever. And it was just like, I could just picture when she was saying about people coming up to her and she doesn't know whether they mean it as a compliment or whatever. I'm like, ugh! Like, I want to defend you. Like, like, please keep doing you. Like, please keep living, like, how you want to live. And it's really inspiring. Like, it's inspiring to, like, me as a 21-year-old, like, how you're just so authentic, like, you're so badass, like, oh. Hello? Whoa, where'd it go? Where's the video? Sorry, I got clearly too caught up there.
You have a briefcase. This was Wednesday? Pretty sure. But Wednesday, and this girl runs up to me. Why are you dressed like that? I just said, because I like the 50s, I collect antiques, I collect vintage clothing, do my hair vintage. I love it. Yeah, so a lot of people, like, came up to me. And then, at school, I got, these earrings and then the I Love Lucy dolls. I mean, I know I keep posting about those. But yeah, that happened at school. But, like, the school this year, like, there's so many kids. There's like 2,600 or something. That's insane. But yeah, it's crazy because it's really difficult. Like after lunch especially, I try going up the stairs with one of my friends, and then it's so difficult because like I have all the kids piling in on the stairs and stuff. But yeah, I mean other than that, it's pretty good. Tomorrow's the second week, and it's gonna be great. So that's all I wanted to share. I will be doing a singing video today, but then after that I have to, sit under my dryer and do my hair stuff. But yeah.
Oh, oh my God. Like, just so sweet. So sweet. Oh, wait, is this the room tour? This is the room tour.
Comments and stuff that you guys want to see my room. So I'm going to show you guys it finally. So this is my wonderful desk area where I do all my crafts and...
Isn't this so beautiful to see people having hobbies and seeing people enjoy what they want to enjoy? Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so many texts right now. I'm just so popular. Do you like my new phone case, by the way? Seeing people enjoy what they want to enjoy, and specifically with like children who that's the stage. Again, like I said, you try to fit in the fucking most. My mom said, has anyone seen the movie Pretty in Pink? She reminds me of the main character. Wait, Mom, that might be... People have been commenting on her videos loads and being like, you remind me of blank. Hold on. Let me find if that's the person my mom... Does it begin with A? People have been commenting loads on her video being like, you look like someone. Is it Annette Funicello? Annette Funicello? Is that who it is? Because people have been commenting loads saying that she looks like this. Anyways, let's get back to the room tour. Where is it? Sorry, I don't mean to harp on this for so long, but it's just like it's really sweet. It's really sweet. All right, let's skip in a little bit. All right.
So that he could give it to me or something. But yeah, it was gifted to me. It's from the 90s.
Hashtag gifted.
I love it very much. My lamp, I think my dad's customer, one of them gave it to him so that he could give it to me or something. But yeah, it's really functional. Turns on, all that fun stuff. Then I have...
Isn't being yourself just so lovely?
That I found in my soup briefcase. Yeah, I don't know.
Please go send this person some love.
Cards and stuff. And then I have that's a modern camera. Then I have
a modern camera.
My Elvis Funko that I got for Christmas from my brother. My 5-part collection of I Love Lucy. And then I have all these
Why does this make me want to cry?
I have my 1950s beaded clutch that I got at the thrift store. And
I don't know why this makes me so emotional.
This fake succulent that I got on Amazon. My sewing machine. It's really wonderful. I have CDs, but I only listen to them in the car. And then, that's me when I was little. Obviously, the photo has some water damage and stuff. I don't know why. Then I have, Elvis and Austin Butler photos.
The modern Elvis.
Those photos, I got them from, the calendar. And then I have, my mirror. And then,
Can someone please figure out if she has an Amazon wish list or something of vintage stuff? Oh my god, I want to send her
plate
something.
of of The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews. I almost forgot her name. I don't know how anyone could forget her name. But yeah, as Maria in The Sound of Music. And I have my Alice in Wonderland poster. My 1940s doll that one of my friends from church gave to me, and then this Jailhouse Rock Bear. He was sitting in the Treasure Island area of Goodwill for like, I don't even know how long. And I walked in because, of course, I always find something vintage or Elvis related. So yeah, I found this guy. And I have my movie tickets because, like, I think that's a good thing to keep, you know, because then you remember you watched the movie and stuff. Just a bunch of photos, like Engelbert Humperdinck, Marilyn Monroe star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, this thing, Elvis 2022, and then the poster.
I love that she has the modern Elvis as well.
Very cool coaster that I got at a art market sale thing, and I was looking, and then I finally found Elvis, so of course I had to take that home. I made this. Then Shelley Fabaret up there, there's her again. So yeah, that's that part. And then I have my piano. I label.
Oh, baby, I do the same.
Because I'm not a professional.
We will get to the drama in a second, but I needed to show you this.
These two cacti. This is my sister's, not mine, but now I basically adopted it. This one's mine. I painted TCB and then put this little Valentine's Day thing on it. And then my beans for English class that I just got yesterday on the first day of school. Yeah. I know, you probably can't tell, but my curtain's like askew. It's weirdly, uneven. And then I have, my slippers.
Which are vintage, by the way.
And then my 45s. And then in here, you could see Alice in there, but I had, like this hobby of making crystal 3D puzzles. And so, yeah.
They're really good!
They're really cool. I had to stop because then my collection would be all over the room.
Oh, to just have hobbies and be young again.
Full vintage cameras and stuff and packages from vintage.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that this person is under the age of 18, so I do not want to be in communication with them. No shade. But if there is a parent or guardian of this person, please get in contact with me if you see this, because there is a shop in Brighton called Sniffer's Paradise, and it's a vintage shop, and they have all of these old cameras and old records and old fucking, like, everything. If there is the parent, guardian, anyone, please get in contact with me. Please, 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 please get in contact with me on any of my social medias. I will look out for it. I assume this is in America. I would love, 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 love to make like some sort of like goodie box from that shop in Brighton and send it. Please, 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 parent, guardian, get in contact with me in some way.
Vintage undergarments that I do wear. But yeah, this is an original Saturday evening.
Just like so much.
Then I have camera.
Sorry, this video is getting a lot of copyrighted music.
Gloves. Oh, I have stuff on my hands. These gloves. They're from the 1960s, I think. That's what she told me. But my English teacher gave them to me. They're one of my favorite things ever. My collage of Austin Butler. This.
I'm obsessed with all the vintage stuff and then Austin Butler.
A 1950s, I think it's mink hat. More Marilyn, another collage. More collages. And then I'm trying to finish all that. My hair dryer, my yeah, no, briefcase, my other slippers, my purses, autograph, and then here's a little look at it. Oh, and then my TV, but it's just simple.
It's not vintage. All right, we'll kind of end it off here and move on to the other topic. But yeah, I mean, this is the briefcase that she takes to school. Okay. How cool is that? How cool is that? So cool. Like, really, really, really cool. These outfits are so good. And she does all the dances. All right, we'll end it here. But please, please, please go send some love. Austin's only wife on TikTok. Did she just change her profile picture in the time I was live? I think she did. Go send some love. Oh my God. I love seeing people just be themselves. And I really love that she's blowing up on TikTok because, you know, it just shuts up anyone at school. Obviously, you know, it won't for everyone, but I just had to share that with you because, oh my God, I saw it last night and I just was like, I know that some way I want to bring this to your attention. So we'll leave it there. I was trying to end that so quickly because I had to sneeze so bad. Oh my God. Guess who's sick right now? Me. All right. Okay, thank you for allowing me to talk about that. We're going to move on to the Gabby Hanna. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. All right, let's move on to the Gabby. Wait, I'm going to link her TikTok right now. Oh, well, that sent us a link. That's her TikTok right there. If you want to go and follow her or shout her out or something. Yeah, please like the stream. People hate to see people with a personality. Preach. Preach. True dat. True dat. Oh, I feel another sneeze a brewing. Okay. So, Adam, did you get a postcard from Arizona? I sent it like 3 months ago and I still haven't got anything back. I've got a few from Arizona. I send everything out in batches of 2 months by 2 months, and then it takes like 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get to you. I have, I think, like 30 or 40 letters and postcards that I still need to respond to before I leave for Tennessee. So it might be in them. But yeah, there's been a few postcards. So yeah, don't worry. All right. So let's get to the Gabby Hanna thing. Are we all ready? Yeah? It's frozen. Am I frozen? I don't think I'm frozen. I'm not frozen, right? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Am I frozen? Wait, I do think you're lying to me. You're lying, right? Don't stress me out. I don't think I am. Wait, I think you're just lying. Oh, people are saying I'm not. Lol. Okay. Okay, perfect. I'm just making sure my stats for my live settings are still up to par. I think they are. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm back. All right, let's load up the Gabby Hanna thing. So there's a part 2 to the Oxford, and I'm not doing it alone. I'm not doing it alone, honey. Mariah's frozen. Per Mariah. Did you all hear? Awful, right? She does have a P.O. box? What? She has a P.O. box? Really? All right, which is the one that we didn't do? Oh my God, my nose. Okay, so we did this one, so we have to do this one. Whoa, this one has even more dislikes. Oh my god, she's answering questions from the audience. Yippee! Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be so much fun, you guys. Okay. So, we are going to be reacting to the part 2, because there's not just one. There's 2 of Gabby Hanna at Oxford. Oh, hello. Hello. All right, there we go. There's a part 2, and apparently this one is a question and answer with the crowd. Oh, I'm so excited. This one says YouTuber and singer Gabby Hanna speaks about internet fame, meme culture, and authenticity online. It has 87 likes and 541 dislikes, which is a bigger ratio than the other one. Gabby Hanna answers questions from the Oxford Union audience. Miss Hanna has released 2 studio albums and written both plays and books. She took a break from social media in 2022 after she posted over 100 TikToks in one day. Okay, let's read the comments. She's still mad about Rachel Oates, huh? She is unhinged. She sold her badly written poetry for money. Anyone can give criticism. This is an all-time low for Oxford Union. Perfectly justifiable to invite a social media influencer to talk, but this woman really scraping the barrel here. She claims to be a Christian on TikTok making songs about God, but where in her words is her humbleness? Where is kindness and love? Oh, these comments are brutal. No, I agree with this. I agree with this comment. I've been seeing so many people be like what this person's saying, like this is an all-time low for Oxford Union to bring Gabby Hanna on. But they have literally had Katie Hopkins and Tommy Robinson on. And if you're from the UK, Gabby Hanna's a lot better than those 2 pricks. So I just think they bring people on who are controversial. And I think that is Gabby here. So anyways, let's get to this. So this is apparently the Q&A.
Performance artist, like
okay, we're starting off great with her talking about being a performance artist. This is going to be great.
At the end of the day, I'm a performance artist. Like my stage, my platform is social media. I'm doing things that I know will get attention for a purpose.
Great start. Great start.
Yeah, if anyone wants to raise their hand and answer a question.
Wait.
Please do.
Someone was like, do you think they brought Gabby on so that, and the students were going to like study like a case study on narcissism?
Yeah, everyone's nervous now. Yeah, go on.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. Thank you so much for speaking. It was so nice that you have so much say Inaudible. I've just been hearing about, let's just say, Inaudible. Like someone wanted to get internet famous one day. What do you think the recipe is now, Inaudible? Say in comparison with the Vine era. I'm obsessed with it, Inaudible. Give the crowd some mics.
Thank you so much for speaking. It was so nice to have so much to say about internet culture.
Don't worry, the audio is bad here because they're in the crowd. People were hating on Gabby's jumper, but I actually really enjoy it. So basically, this person, like I said, is saying, if you wanted to get internet famous today, what do you think the recipe is? They can steal your sauce, but the recipe will never taste the same.
Well, I don't want to pretend to be an expert in something I'm not an expert in. And to be honest, I feel like the only advice I could give you...
Wait, why is she saying I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on something that I'm not? You were brought on because you're seemingly an expert in this thing. They bring people on who are experts in different fields. They brought you on because you're an expert in social media, so act like one.
...would be regurgitated from everybody else because I'm not trying to be internet famous today. And it's not the same situation as when I did. But I think what I would like ask if somebody genuinely came up to me and asked me that would be, are you sure you'd like to do that and why? Because you have to like make that decision. Like, do you...
Not the empty chairs. Y'all couldn't have even shown up for Gabby Hanna. Again, if I got an invite, I'd be right here. Right here. Live streaming on TikTok.
you actually see what this is, or does it look like one of those glamorous jobs where you're like, that'd be so
Obsessed with the person in front row wearing a full tuxedo to the Gabby Hanna talk.
great. It's like, do this and this. Because to be an influencer now, like, I don't even know what people are charging. Like, when I see a TikTok ad and somebody, like, is it worth it? Because, like, do you know what I mean? Like, find out that and then be like, okay, what's my niche? And then be like, what is something that is unique about me? As a creator, what I would say to you, like, you're not trying to be famous, you're just trying to like learn how to use this medium to express yourself. I would say just post what feels good, but like wait on it. So like make a draft, wait a couple days and go back and be like, oh, do I like this? And then work on it a little bit, edit it a little bit. Take your time, don't be afraid to post something that you might not think is like worthy.
Sorry. When she says this, all I'm thinking is the 100 TikToks she posted in a day where she was like painting with her feet and like high off her tits on weed and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. Did she sit on those for a couple days?
See what people's responses are, but at the end of the day, do what you're gonna have fun doing, because you don't wanna, there's no point in doing this job unless the purpose at the end is to have fun every day. So if you're like looking at formulas and being like, how can I crack this system? And it's gonna drive you crazy trying to figure out like fonts or colors or times or whatever, it's not worth it. Maybe, you know what I mean? So yeah, just do what makes you feel happy.
She does this entire thing on why it's not worth it, and then she goes, but maybe it's worth it. Yes.
And pay attention to what's happening in response.
Just on that question as well, like, do you feel like the culture for
The interviewer goes, on that point, what?
people now is getting better online or worse, like in terms of, I don't know.
I don't know. It seems like there's no rhyme or reason, because sometimes I'll see these like literal like mobs of people like, yes, we love this murderer because his mugshot is so hot. You know what I mean? Like you can't even like judge based on who the people are.
In the sense that, ooh, that's not.
Are there? Because there's like the internet used to be a subculture of a subculture where it wasn't that big and like people were kind of like on the same page. But now there's so many different like niches where if you like go down this like weird hole of TikTok, like there's millions of people there. But yeah, I don't know. Like it might not be the best like mainstream. Yeah, I don't know. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, I think.
Did that answer the question? Not really, but I guess we'll move on. I guess we'll move on to the next topic.
Okay. I think people are more willing to like, or more looking to read into things negatively is something I would say. Like something that can be quite innocent. Sometimes people are almost trying to find a way to, I don't know. That might be a cynical
People are
take
just
from
bored,
me.
dude. Like you just gotta like.
Oh, we got our first dude. People are just bored, dude. She says at Oxford.
Once you recognize like, oh, these people are just like really bored.
Dude.
Because that's really what it is, I guess.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, I think being away for a year and like kind of consuming, like being more of a consumer than a creator, I'm like, oh, I don't need to take this personally. These people are just bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have another question. Yeah, let's just go second row. So yeah. Yes to you. If you stand up, so Devin.
Would you hurry up and say the question for fuck's sake? Hey, Gabby. Congrats on releasing your song. I was just wondering, is there an artist you would like to collaborate with, and who would that... We don't... Boo! Throw that student out. Ask better questions. But I'll be fair and let her say it, because maybe she'll say she wants to collab with Jesus or something.
Releasing your song. I was just wondering, is there an artist that you'd like to collaborate with?
People in the back row are laughing.
Ooh, oh my
Why are they laughing?
gosh.
Quite disrespectful.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists I'd like to collaborate with. Definitely Matt Mason. That'd be sick.
Is that the... All I do is sing like that's all I do to say goodbye. Or wait, no. Is that what the Walmart kid is called? All I do is sing like what is it? Who did she say?
Imagine Dragons, which I just found out recently,
Oh. Is he from Imagine Dragons?
is like a meme where people just like hate on him. I see some of you smirking.
Oh.
Imagine
I didn't know
Dragons
this.
is sick. I'm gonna take this moment to hype up.
Sorry, she has acknowledged the crowd laughing at her so many times. Oh, that's Mason Ramsey. Oh, that's not. In the sense that...
Imagine Dragons.
If you kick every Mason, what is his name again? If you kick every Mason Ramsey out of this country, who is going to yodel in your Walmart, Donald Trump? Oh, that's not in the sense that
They're like my generation's.
I like them.
My generation's Nickelback. Like that's what you guys feel about Imagine Dragons. They're so good, sonically, so unique, cohesive, incredible mastering, incredible storytelling, recognizable voice. They keep it clean, they keep it cute, they keep it relatable. I stand Imagine Dragons. I'd love to collab with Imagine Dragons. Matt Mason. I just became obsessed with Benson Boone, but I can't say enough about him to say if I want to collab yet. He's great. Who else? Panic. Oh, they retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might have been cancelled. I can't remember. Have I made that up?
I love this interviewer. Oh, they might have been cancelled. Woman, you're speaking to Gabrielle Hanna. You're sitting 1 meter from Gabby Hanna.
You know what?
Is that right?
I don't judge.
No.
I don't judge.
It's okay. You like
In the sense that
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good question.
There's a lot of
Fun-
people.
fun
I want to
question.
post like a playlist somewhere because honestly, my playlists are impeccable. So keep an eye out because I want to just like share all of the best songs. They're the best songs in the world.
Yeah, if you
like
send me the playlist or
objectively too. Yeah.
put it on.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yeah, on the front.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a very interesting talk. As someone who is big on the internet, how do you feel about how that naturally leads to hundreds of thousands of millions of people having a very intense one-way relationship with you? And if you think it's healthy. I love when people talk about parasocial relationships. Okay, parasocial relationships. Let's hear Gabby's take on that.
So, as someone big on the internet, how do you feel about how that naturally leads to hundreds of thousands of millions of people having a very intense
Someone said, is someone loudly walking out? I heard those heels as well. I just didn't want to make a joke about it.
relationship with you? And if you that's healthy, but perhaps television or
Yeah, I think you're asking about
Oxford Uni can't afford a good fucking microphone?
like parasocial relationships.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting because it is more or less like if you're, primarily first you were a singer or an actress or whatever, and people are naturally like kind of obsessed with your life that you don't really know. With the internet, it's super weird because for the most part, like logically, everybody starts off as a small person. And then even if your growth is quick, you still started off just engaging with your friends, a couple random followers. So it's like normal and natural for like a human being to be like, oh, let me like build a relationship with this person online because I'm only talking to a few of you. But then when you like get bigger and bigger and all of a sudden you're having these like parasocial relationships that are more than that, they're still fans to you who you like know a little bit more about, but to them they're like close with this person who wasn't really a celebrity when they started talking to them, but became a celebrity over time. So that can get kind of tricky in the beginning, I guess. Is like they're like, oh, engage with your audience, like whatever, but then also like not too much,
Is that her answer? Her answer, she got invited to Oxford, and her answer on parasocial relationships is it can get tricky. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Her opinion on parasocial relationships at Oxford is, it can get a bit tricky. Girl! It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. Oh, there's a tag on the pillow that I'm sitting at, and it's been poking into me this entire time. It can get tricky.
it's a delicate thing. Yeah.
It's a delicate thing? No, it's not. Someone pull the fire alarm. No, if I was there.
Let's go just right behind you.
I think it's interesting. I do have a theory on why she didn't answer that properly. I do think that Gabby really enjoys a parasocial because of like her Patreon and stuff, and she has like the Gabby Hanna fans nowadays are like OGs who have a parasocial with her, like a really strong one. So I think that's why she wouldn't want to touch on it too deeply in case they saw it.
Kevin and Brown.
I have to say, this is surreal seeing you in real life, someone says.
This is surreal for me too. This is so, I'm in a palace.
And for me, babe. Thank you. You have so many interesting things to say. I really want to know a little bit more about Inaudible. Okay, seriously, Oxford, can you fucking get a microphone that works? That comes from internet fame. Do you feel at some point you're going to dissociate from a person that is online, almost as a coping mechanism so that being a meme on the internet, Inaudible, does not have an impact on your life? And then the topic says hypervisibility.
I really want to know a bit more about the hypervisibility that comes from internet fame, and do you feel that at some point
I love her outfit.
exists online, almost maybe as a coping mechanism so that when someone's being mean
I can't believe this is their quality of microphone. Are you kidding me?
on you in real life?
They do need a hot pink mic.
Yeah, I think probably less now. Like, I'm just now coming back, so these are things that I've like tried to sort of iron out and being like, do I want to come back? Like, what does that look like? The thing is, like, with people is they're different people all the time. So I'm like a naturally more like reserved, introverted person, but the person that most people are used to seeing are the person that I'm talking to myself in a room with a camera. So like that's when you're gonna see me the most like bold and confident, energetic and talkative, where in real life I actually will like fall back and like kind of observe a bit more in like settings. So yeah, there is sort of a pressure when people come up and meet me and they're so excited, which is great. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, like this is surreal. Like this person, like what? And then you want to like match their energy, but you're also just like kind of a like chiller person. Because then people, like, you don't want to leave somebody with a bad experience. Like somebody's excited to meet you. You want to like be equally excited. But yeah, it's weird. And also the space of like that state of like arrested development where somebody's like, well, this is the person I like, and I know it's been 6 years, but like if you start acting too different, then like I'm gonna know.
Wait, the question was about memes. Like, would you want to disassociate from being a meme? That was the question, right? I'm like, Gabby, can you repeat the question? That was the question, right? It was like, Inaudible, blip, 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 blip. You're a meme, blip, 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 blip. Do you want to disassociate from being a meme? Saying the word chiller at Oxford is crazy. No, I think it's great. I think it's great, honestly. I love it. I think it's great.
Notice, and even before like being online, like being in junior high, like people would come into school in the morning and they'd be like, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, nothing. Like I'm just, like everything's great. Like, dude, I'm tired. Did that answer your question?
No, you didn't. I'm not even being a hater. The question was about being a meme and like disassociating from the concept of like, does it get too much that you want to disassociate from that? I love that she'll like not answer the question, go on a tangent, and then be like, did I answer your question? If I was in this room and she goes, did I answer your question? I go, no, let me repeat it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's great though. I just want everyone to know, like, it's great. It's cool.
Let's go. Yeah, just because you're near, let's go just there.
Hi, Gabby. It was Inaudible. For fuck's sake, can they seriously get a microphone? Hi, Gabby. It was Inaudible. Thank you so much for that. I was just wondering, do you think if you have a platform, you have a responsibility to talk about certain things like politics as an influencer? Ooh, I like that question. I want to be in this room. I really like this question. Not God's hole. Stop that.
Could you repeat that?
She's saying, do you think that if you've got a platform, you've got responsibility to talk about things like politics or international affairs or whatever?
I actually can't believe I'm gonna say this, but like, yes, but in a way that feels natural to you. So I'm not gonna talk about every single thing if it doesn't, like people are like, why aren't you talking about this? And I'm like, first of all, you don't want me to talk about that because my opinion doesn't match yours. You're making a lot of assumptions right now about me. But if it's important to me, like
But, okay, well, I disagree with you. I think if you're going to talk about world-related issues that only affect you, I think that that is an incredibly selfish and ignorant way of living. I think if you only care about topics because they directly affect you, I think that that is so wrong. I think that's so wrong. Like, that's like when people were talking about Palestine and Israel and they're like, well, I don't live there. Okay, you're a genius for figuring that out, but do you not feel compelled to ever have an opinion on something that doesn't involve you? Well, do you care about gay rights if you're not gay? Do you care about abortion ban if you're not going to get an abortion? Like, do you care about women's rights if you're a man? No, it doesn't affect me. It's such a cop. She's doing this because she didn't want to in this room say, I don't see a responsibility. But somehow her answer was even worse. Somehow her answer was even more ignorant. She literally just said, oh my God.
That's one of the main reasons I felt like I can't just disappear. Because if there's people who are willing to listen, if it's 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people, whatever, if I feel like I have something important to say, which I do, if I feel like my opinion should be heard, which I do, then it is my responsibility to use it. That being said, if you're like, a pop star, you just want to be an entertainer, like this is your job, no, that person probably doesn't need to. Like, I think it should, for me, that's it. For me personally, yes. For everybody, no. If somebody doesn't feel passionately called to, they should shut their mouth, to be honest. If you don't know what you're saying, shut your mouth.
Fair enough.
Ooh, that's not. In the sense that that's not good. That is incredibly ignorant. And it's incredibly selfish. Ooh, that's not. Ooh, that was such a bad answer.
Let's go on the left. Sorry, then we'll go right to the end there. In the leopard coat? I can't tell. Yeah.
So excited for this next question. Hello, I was just wondering what you think your future career will look like.
We'll see, because
Whoa, crazy turnout. Wow.
I'm in a pretty happy spot right now where I've been able to take a year to sort of figure out what that looks like. And for me, I think it's going to be a lot more visual art and design and authoring more so than influencing. And I'll always have music coming out. I'll always
Sure, why would she want to influence if she doesn't want to talk about things that don't affect her?
Things that I enjoy doing at whatever pace. But yeah, I'd rather focus more sort of locally and community based. And the internet is, the maximization of globalization, right? So anything's possible. So if the things that I'm doing proliferate throughout, that's cool. If the things that I'm doing stay a little bit more local, whether that's my actual physical geographical space or however far I reach, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And yeah, I'm happy for whoever's there. And I don't know, I'm just comfy. Yeah.
Well, exciting then to see what comes.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah. I don't have a plan or expectation at this point. It's just yeah, we'll see.
See where it goes. Come to Oxford, see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Worked out well for us.
Yeah.
Are there any more questions? Yeah, there's lots. Okay, let's come down to the front here.
Ooh, it's really awkward. I love the heels.
Hey, girl.
I was just wondering who are some of your favorite visual artists and who's inspired you in your visual creative journey?
Totally. Okay, I'm gonna sound so basic right now, but please don't judge me. I swear I'm sincere. So my first favorite artist was actually Banksy. And like when I first started painting, like in college, I was like recreating Banksy paintings on like cardboard and stuff. So I've always loved him. I lived in London when I was 19 for like 4 months, and I just like made it a point to like go and like find as many as I could. I think I was actually here whenever Robbo and Banksy were battling under that bridge. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? They like kept painting over, do you know? Yeah, they kept painting over each other's work. So yeah, I love Banksy because he showed me what it is to make a political message in his art, which I thought was really cool. And I also think it's really cool that
I don't know who Banksy is.
he's completely hidden. I think there's like a lot, and he's incredibly talented. Like his stuff is really cool and visually.
I need to sneeze.
And then I actually have always been really inspired by Picasso. Again, I know it's like so
Could you imagine I was in the room and I sneezed that loudly and everyone goes,
basic, but I swear it's sincere. When I was in 5th grade studying Cubism, and we were talking about Picasso, and I really fell in love with like monochromatic things and Cubism. And I like Van Gogh because of his story of just like never selling a painting his entire life and just being like, just super bipolar and like mentally ill. And you're just like, I just want to like paint and talk to my brother. And like, I relate, so.
she goes, I love his paintings because he's so bipolar. He's so bipolar.
Yeah, those are my 3.
Let's go straight behind. In the red jumper, sorry.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks.
I can't believe this is 4 months ago and I'm only seeing this now. You guys really dropped the ball in sending this to me. Oh, this one says criticism. Hi, Gabby. Thanks for coming. You talked about hate and trolling. Where do you draw the line between constructive criticism and hate? Ooh, that is such a good question. Whoever that is, love you lots. Love you lots. Oh, that's such a good question.
You talked about,
For her, I mean.
and I guess my question is like,
Let's see how she answers it.
constructive criticism and hate, and where that comes from.
Well, first of all, who are you? Like, that's my first thing always. It's just like, why are you critiquing me? Like, you don't have any accolades or skill.
Yeah, but they've bought copies of your book. They've bought your music. So they are a consumer. What do consumers do? Give their opinion. But she loves when a consumer gives a good review.
Or desirable traits in which I would want to consume your criticism. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's my first thing. So that's like hate. Like,
If you're only willing to take criticism from people that, like, that doesn't make sense. Because then you would pick and choose that you wouldn't take criticism from anyone.
if you're coming from a place of like, I read a poem once. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You know what I mean? So that's my one. Like, you're just a hater. Like, you're jealous. Like, whatever. But then
At Oxford, the question was, how do you take criticism? Gabby Hanna at Oxford, you're just a hater. You're just a loser. I don't think she's going to get invited back to Oxford, guys.
the other one is just like, are you being genuinely constructive or are you being mean? Because a constructive criticism never comes with an insult. It never comes with a jab. It doesn't come with like bullying or belittling or trying to be like a funny mean girl. Like, that's not constructive. Constructive means I'm trying to build you up. It's construction. You're building somebody. For tearing.
That's not true. That's not always true. Someone who's giving you constructive criticism doesn't mean they have to be a fan of you after it. Also, they don't have to like give you constructive criticism and then stay around to see you change. That's not how that works.
Somebody down, that's destructive criticism. So that's my line. Is like, if you're genuinely being, first of all, well informed, like that's where I come back to like shut.
As in one of...
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, not everybody is a critic.
She just said not everyone's a critic. Shut your mouth.
But everybody's a critic, right? Yeah, like, are you qualified to make this criticism? And is it coming from a place of...
Are you qualified to give this criticism? Mind you, we're talking about Gabby Hanna's poetry books. I have so many missing teeth. I need to go to a fucking dentist.
kindness and genuinely wanting to see this person succeed, or is it
I don't need to go to Oxford. I need to go to the fucking dentist.
fun for you to tear this person down? And usually you can tell when you are.
And with that, cheers.
And then, do you still have a question? Yeah, you can just pass it. That's fine.
All right. Hey, do you think it's a big problem if people who become internet famous become addicted to the attention? How did you find it easy to fall into that, or did you have coping mechanisms to deal with that? How is she gonna answer this?
Big problem for people either who have a lot of internet fame, trying to take internet fame.
Is this live? Yes. Hey, this is part 2. We did part 1 yesterday.
And did you find that it was very easy to fall into that, or did you have coping mechanisms to stay attached?
My video that went live an hour ago was actually about social media addiction and how I believe it's going to be like the forefront of conversation soon, and there's going to be real diagnosis, real treatment, because it is a serious addiction and it does affect your life in a lot of ways. It affects your relationships, it can affect your job, it can reflect your social situation. Like there's so many things that social media can affect if you're consuming too much, you're creating too much, like it's for real a sickness. I was not protected from it. Like I definitely fell very much victim to it. And I'm glad that I did, because I was able to be like, wow, I can like see a lot of stuff. That's what this past year has been, really, is like getting sober from an addiction. So I think it is really serious. I think probably the majority of millenniums, Gen Z, and Gen A probably like deal with it to some degree,
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe I'm just like living in a bubble where everybody's on their phone all the time, but I think it's like pretty common to be on your phone all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I found it just being...
Wait, but she didn't answer the question about coping mechanisms, but we do have a couple more minutes, so I'm hoping.
in this position in the union that I couldn't really for the last kind of like couple of years not have my phone because of like the job I was like doing or needing to be in touch with certain people, and I'm leaving in a week and I'm going to put my phone away for a bit because I just do think it will be nice to not have to have it, like not be on emails or I mean, that's obviously different to like your kind of
update my data so I could use it here, because I was just like, the first day I was here I used like almost all my data that comes when you like land in the UK. It's like, you have like 5 gigs or whatever, because I had just come back and I'm like reading comments, and then it ran up and I was like, I'm not buying more data for this, like I'm just gonna be off my phone. But it's nice.
Sounds like somebody needs an international plan.
The first time I was doing all this, I was very much like, you have to post and then you do an Instagram, but this time, the next day, this time, you have to, like, it was so much like planning and like kind of strictness. Whereas now I'm, and I think it's partially because I'm here and I was kind of like forced into it. It's just like, you don't have to like get yourself in a cycle.
Because I'm here and I was forced, as in Oxford. She's telling the person who's interviewing her, because I was forced to be here. Kind of camp, actually.
You have to post these times and these days. So it's like my OCD pattern was broken before it could even like become a monster again, which I'm really grateful for.
It's actually it's fine. I'm not gonna
Wait, say it.
No, I was just gonna say like it's quite sad though, because I think it's great that you're able to do that because you've like reached the platform, that you've got that now and you've got the career. But like for people who are starting out, like they have to, right? Because that's how you grow. Like they have to sort of post it sometimes. It's just you know, I can see like why you would get trapped in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
Not the interviewer clocking it. The interviewer was like, well, it's great that you can take a, step away from your phone and you have all this internet fame, but for someone to be internet famous, they have to be on their phone all the time. Clock it. And I love that she was like, and then she was like, I'm not going to say it. And then Gabby went, no, say it.
like, I don't know. It's weird because sometimes you'll see people who like aren't trying that hard blow up too. And I, at this point, I just kind of step back and be like, let go and let God. Like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So I think
Let go or let God.
I don't feel so like stressed about
Amen, sister.
Once it's to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, it's not. Like all I can do is like put in the work, put out what I think is, something I should be putting out and like see what happens. But it takes the pressure off too, to just be like, this isn't really about me. Like this, who cares, right? Like we all die. Like I'll die. Everyone in this room will die. 100 years from now, like literally people might.
Really beautiful way of putting it, Gabby. Really way with words.
Maybe 100 years. Like I couldn't name you my great-great-great-grandma. I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter anymore. So I think that's the main thing I would want to like tell people too, if they're like, looking into this is just, why do you actually want this?
Yeah.
And is it worth it? Because if the answer is just because I want to be rich or famous or I want to be recognized, the answer is probably like, redirect it and figure out if this is the best way for you to make an impact in your time here that doesn't involve you just wanting to be like famous and when you're dead, basically.
Yeah. Let's have one or two more.
She has a song, When I Die, da, 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 da. Anyone remember her song, When I Die? I love that one.
So we'll go on the front here.
Whoa, that's a big question. Thank you so much for your talk today. It's been absolutely wonderful. Kiss ass. I think every sort of celebrity has their moment online where they were unfortunately susceptible to meme culture. I love that they're bringing it back to meme culture because she completely didn't answer the previous one about meme culture. Oh, I need to sneeze again. Fuck. I'm so sick. Having gone through those moments, I watched your reactions. It was really cool to see how you inaudible that. Now that you're older and going, are you fucking kidding me? They bring up the toxic gossip. Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't escape it. I watched your reactions. It was really cool to see how you. Oh, Gabby hates me too. She's gonna be like, hashtag Team Colleen. She fucking hates me. Now that you're older and going through all of those, as well as other recent ones like Toxic Gossip Train, for example, how do you reflect on that now? Like, what are your takeaways from all of those experiences?
I think
The Toxic Gossip Train has arrived at Oxford. Love this guy. He gave a little shout out. He's Team Mucker. Is he in the chat? Wow, he's speaking. He's projecting. He's so loud.
now that you're older and going through all of those moments yourself, as well as seeing other recent ones like Toxic Gossip Train, for example.
Look at the girl laughing in the back. Look at this little queen laughing in the back. Watch her.
Well, like playful memes, like when I was first, like the monster meme thing, I literally had tweeted like not that long before, like, I want to be a meme. So it's good. Like that's a really high performing song because of that. Like obviously there's like a little bit of embarrassment that comes from those things, but not really. You know what I mean? Because they don't matter that much. I think when it starts to feel more like malicious than playful, that's like a different situation. But I just like, I don't know, like I feel like when you're going through it, it feels different than when it's over because like, to be honest, a lot of those things are like sort of iconic. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's a part of it. Like my sister sometimes will like,
oh, that's not.
Like, oh, I forgot that was you. Because it's so like in pop culture at this point. So it's fine. Like it just depends how you respond to things. And sometimes it's been like really easy to just be like, haha. And sometimes it's been like really difficult. I think what's frustrating for me is when I feel like people aren't acknowledging that it's okay that I made a funny joke instead of trying to make it like, wait, she's crazy and we're all laughing because it's funny. Like the one that comes to mind is the acting different one. I don't know if you know that. Where I was like, I don't want to hear I'm acting different. And it went like so viral because I was like, she's crazy, she's lost her mind. And like everybody's laughing because it's funny, but they can't just be like, oh, Gabby's funny and she made a funny video. They have to be like, wait, she's crazy and we're all laughing at her mental breakdown. And I'm like, or like I'm funny. Like I make creative, like interesting content and like you're laughing, you're sharing it, but they can't like give me the like.
I want to put Rosanna, Trisha, Colleen, Adam, Gabby, and Joey in a room and see what happens. Me and Rosanna will be out at the smokers area having a little catch up for sure. You know what? Trisha can come too. Rest of those fuckers can stay inside. We'll be out kikiing in the smokers area.
I guess the credit of just like I guess like being more intelligent than they give me credit for, where it's like she can't possibly be funny enough to do this.
I think it's more dramatic that way, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, she didn't,
Yeah.
like it's a big drama, she didn't mean to do it or whatever. Then it's
But at the end of the day, I'm a performance artist. Like my stage, my platform is social media. I'm doing things that I know will get attention for a purpose. Help me, help us. There's babies dying on the street.
But you don't care about that because it doesn't affect you, right? Circling back to the point you said 10 minutes earlier.
Seriously, like there's like giggles, but like think about what I'm saying. Like, ha ha ha, this girl's having a mental breakdown. Help her, help me. I'm volunteering in Watts. I'm doing the food drives. I'm doing the clothing drives. I'm raising money for the people in wildfires. I'm the one packing lunches. Help me. Help me, help us. I need your help. But nobody listens. They don't care.
Let's have one more because I've seen.
I love that the interviewer just let Gabby ramble and then went, all right.
Do you still have a question? Because that girl had her hand up for so long. Like, do you still have one? Yeah.
Obsessed with the person in the fucking full tuxedo.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just to reiterate, thank you for coming. I just wonder about authenticity on the internet and online, and I was just wondering if you had any insights to share with us. That are there any creators out there?
This is awesome.
Okay. Please don't interrupt me. If you had any insights to share with us, that are there any creators out there? Are there any spaces that seem more authentic? Okay, authenticity, I guess. Oh my god, Jana, thank you. Oh, the lolly. What is that?
More authentic, without selling out to corporations, just hearing
Is the question generally just about authenticity? Do I think people are authentic, and do I think people should be authentic, or?
Yeah, I guess.
To be fair, I'm on Gabby's side with that. I did not know what that question meant.
So do you feel that you're still allowed to be yourself without selling to corporation, and you see others do the same?
The word allowed is really interesting. Like, are you allowed to be yourself? Because, yeah, anybody's allowed to be anything. We're in the Western countries. Like, most of us can do pretty much anything. It's mostly free, right? But, like, who's judging and whose opinion do you matter? So, like, is it the court of public opinion? Like, can you be yourself? You can be yourself. Do you want the consequences of being yourself? So people, they want their like created artificial version of authenticity, because most people don't know what authentic is. Most people, when they see authenticity, say, help her, she needs help. Call the mental.
We get it. Help me, help us. Yes, Gabby, we get it.
That's what people react to when they see authenticity. Because when they see someone who's genuinely not afraid to be themselves and doesn't care what people are saying, they think that's crazy. But I do think it's important, and I do think that there are authentic creators. And I think there's other levels of authenticity that matter more than others. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think authenticity is important, and I think you should actually look out for it and ask yourself, like, who's the person telling me this? And am I just listening to what they say? Or am I actually, like, connecting with their character? Okay. So important, like really dig into your faith, and whatever that faith is, let that guide your actions, as opposed to yourself and your flesh and your ego desires, because then you're just gonna be like, basically, you know, trying to, I heard somebody say once, rearranging furniture on the sinking Titanic. It's like, oh wow, this is all gonna be gone soon. So like, what is after this? And whatever that means, how do I adjust my actions today to reflect what I want in that space?
Well, that's great. I think that's a really great thing to end on. And thank you.
It's definitely something to end on, whatever the hell that means. All right. Part 2 was equally as inaudible, I guess, as part 1. Wow. How long was she there for? An hour, I guess? Longest hour of my life. Oh my god. All right. Well, I hope and guess that is the end of the Gabby Hanna Oxford saga. I wonder if she'll be invited back. I just can't believe the Toxic Gossip Train made its Oxford debut. Glorious. Shout out to that person, and shout out to the mucker behind who was laughing. I hope they don't clap. I wonder if they do.
you so much.
Thank you. This is awesome.
It's like a laugh sound effect. That would be crazy. Oh my god, my throat is killing me, dude. It's killing me. No way, only an hour. That was an hour? No. I mean, from the last video to this one, we've done an hour. We did 30 minutes yesterday and 30 minutes today. Not an hour in total. That would have been crazy if we did an hour today. Thank God we finished it. I mean, the lore is definitely done. Anyway, the lore is definitely done. Okay, people keep commenting saying cover the Blake Lively. I want to do that as an actual video because I need to like research it first because I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why people hate her. I need to look into that. They held an applause sign. Now that would be camp. All right, let me load up this Tana thing that I want to do. Oh my god, Frenchy just followed me. Why did Frenchy just follow me? Did someone tag her in the stream? Hello? Maybe someone tagged her. Because there's no way she's a mucker. I don't think we fit her vibe. Let me see. Did someone tag? Well, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Hey. Oh, what was I looking? I need to look up the Tana story that I want to do. All right, let me load this up. So we're going to do the Tana thing now. I have it on my phone. I need to send it to myself. Show it to me, Rachel. In the sense that, oh, that's not. All right, let me look this up. Tana dabbling in virtual pimping. Find it. Find it. All right. Ooh, my throat is killing me. All right, and now I need to pull up Tana's Angels. Tana's Angels Agency. Let's post this here. Sorry, I'm gathering everything. See, whenever I'm live, I need to like do this on the spot. Who's Frenchy? Oh, you will get to know Frenchy. Okay, fabulous. I've pulled this up. I'm almost considering taking a throat tablet. I think I can do it without it. I might go get my water, though. Can I go get my water? I might need to, because I am sneezing like a motherfucker. All right, I will be right back. Don't leave, or else... Fuck you. Be right back. In the sense that, hey, I'm back. Got my water. Got my water. Hey, can I take a little sip? And then we're going to get into the Tana thing, which I'm very excited for. Also, what is that Mr. Beast thing that you're all talking about? Lolly? What is lolly? Wally? Wally. Oh. Oh, wait. Sorry. I just saw something else. Quincy. Thank you for your donation. You didn't need to. What are you saying? You said, trigger warning, H3 mocked my essay cult story. I was working for a YouTuber with 7 million subs. The professor was SA'd and physically abused and ended up in a cult. Could you possibly cover my story? Okay, people are telling me not to look up. Lolly is short for Lolita. That's why they call me Lanita. When I don't look it up, Adam. It's CP. Well, why are you fucking commenting it? Where is this stemming from? Thank you to one person in the fucking chat not speaking ambiguously. Jesus Christ. Hello? Zone. Moving on. Quincy, I have not seen that yet. So, please send that to me on one of my social medias. Okay, chat. Move on. Moving on. I understand it's about Mr. Beast, but when I'm literally given zero context, please. Moving on. All right. Let's do the Tana thing. I know the context it was being said on, but please, can we move on? Chat, I'm begging. I am literally begging. All right. Sure, the Tana story. All right. Boop. My mom goes, like the stream, please. My mods are like, move on. My mom goes, like the stream, please. Okay, being completely honest, we don't do live streams that often anymore. I appreciate hitting me with topics on the spot, but please be sensitive to the fact that I am live. And when you send me a topic in real time, my first thought is to Google it. And if it was not for that one person who wrote what that was, so I don't think I'm going to be taking suggestions from the chat for the rest of the stream. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Tana's tour. To be fair. Only like the stream for Mama Mucker. Ugh, but I'm Mother Mucker. This water's actually helped my throat. Who would have thought? All right. Okay. Right. We ready? Ready? We good? All right, moderators, I give you full control. By the way, the context for that, YouTube gods, was that someone had written a suggestion on a topic we've talked before. Moderators, I give you full control to mute, block, remove anything that will have to do with that topic moving forward. All right. Look at Adam drinking Red Bull, not water. What about both? All right. One last sip, and then we're going to get into it. All right. Oh. Perfect. Good. Okay, I really want to talk about this Tana Mongeau situation, and it's a relatively new story that has broken, and I do believe that it's going to be something that, like, takes off. And whenever it takes off, it's going to take off. Like, it's going to take off. It's one of those things that, like, very few communities will talk about it until everyone talks about it. And obviously, I'm going to talk about it. Now, we have discussed this in the past, but Tana Mongeau has this agency. Finally, TAA, Tana's Angels Agency, is here. If you want to get in your bag. Now, we talked about this whenever she first launched it. Now, I'm also going to say something right now that... Should I say that? Okay. We're aware of Tana Mongeau's wildly successful OF. Now, on OF, you know, you like message with a creator and stuff. Now, I'm being very careful here because I don't know anything at all other than conversations I've had with creators at parties and stuff. And it has been speculated behind the scenes. And the only reason I feel like I can say this is because Tana has talked about things that have been said to her about other people at parties, like the Zach Sang, Ariana Grande thing. It's been said a lot at parties that, again, there's nothing to back this up whatsoever. Like, nothing to back it up. I have no proof of it. I have no whatever. I'm literally just repeating to you what I've been told on multiple occasions by different people. Nothing to back it up at all. Cannot say that enough. Have no proof of this at all. This could be complete bullshit. Don't mean this in any way other than just repeating something I heard in terms of the context. I've been told by people, I don't think it's true, that it's actually just a gay man that responds to Tana Mongeau's OF requests. You know the way an OF creator, like, responds to people in DMs and they, like, get tips and stuff like that? Again, do I think it's true? Not at all. But it's something that has been said, like, behind the scenes to me before. And again, Tana has spoken in the past about things people have said to her at parties about people, which is the only reason I feel comfortable enough saying that. Again, do I believe it? No. Is there any truth behind it? No. Literally, like, actually, like, it's literally just hearsay. But it would people are like, so what would the issue in that be? It basically would be that, all right, we'll move it on past Tana, but it would be like if fans think they're talking to the creator on OF, you know, they tip them and they send them, you know, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars and stuff because they think that they're talking to the creator, and the creator, like, hires someone to speak to them. I just heard that at a few instances that Tana has a gay man do it. No proof of that. I don't even believe it. It's just something that has been said, hearsay. But it's just, I just wanted to bring it up in the context of we're going to be talking about, like, Tana's OF and stuff in this. She admitted that she doesn't answer messages herself. Oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, so she had launched this 2021, so 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Is that a big deal, though? Well, I mean, it would be a big deal if people are sending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars because they think they're talking to someone and they're not. It's giving Colleen. God. All right, so she had posted this. This is what her statement was. Yes, the rumors are true. After receiving tens of thousands of messages daily from people asking me how I made money on OF and as an online creator, how to get started, and for some bad bitch mentorship, and a year of turning Tana Uncensored into a multi-million-dollar business, my team and I knew it was time to partner with Unruly Agency and Tara to start my very own agency, TAA, Tana's Angels Agencies, or Agency. In this industry, I have been fucked over by so many people in every imaginable way. When I signed to Unruly in April of 2019, I was so grateful and excited to work with and be mentored by some of the smartest, best women I know who have truly changed my life for the better and taught me so much about how to create an empire based in authenticity, honesty, and working hard. I brought on those people to TAA to finally be able to share their expertise, marketing knowledge, and much more with authentic creators I believe in, big and small, or starting today. Alongside that, I want to use my experiences, platforms, connections, knowledge, and creativity to help small creators win in the right way. I want to give everything I have back to a community that gave me everything, I'm sure. After months and months of perfecting my agency, alongside Unreally, TAA is finally here, and this is just the beginning. If you'd like to work with us, apply in my bio. And then it was basically saying about the TAA, Tana Mongeau will use her first-hand expertise as an influencer, model, and OF top earner to guide others who want to find success in the social media industry and monetize their digital platforms. The self-made multimillionaire has worked with the CEO and owner of DWE Talent Management, David, and Unreally agent Tara to launch the new endeavor. Working with Tana and Tara to create this new division of Unreally is truly exciting. We see a ton of diverse talent out there that need to be catapulted to the next level, and with our team, we'll be making those dreams come true. He said in a statement, I'm so excited to be partnering with Tana and Tara as they're both experts in the field of influencers and talent. Okay, so we now have this huge expose, and we're going to go through it. And furthermore, this is really topical because Alyssa Violet, if you remember, just shared a bunch of text messages of Tana messaging her on multiple occasions being like, you should do OnlyFans. You should do OnlyFans. Would you ever consider OnlyFans? You'll make so much money. You don't even need to show anything. It's basically just your Instagram. You'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars. So Alyssa has exposed Tana for really coming after like women to get them to join her in some way, and OnlyFans to make money, because obviously Tana would inherently get a cut in it. You know what I mean? With this TAA, Tana's Angels Agencies. So on the canceled podcast Reddit, we see this post, and we're going to go through it. Tana dabbling in virtual pimping with Tana's Angels Agency. A deep dive. It's not good. This is on the canceled subreddit from a now deleted user. Great sign. Everything in this post is alleged and my own personal opinion viewpoint based on public information I find online. I've been a long-time Tana supporter, but lately this Reddit page has opened my eyes to a few situations that I was unaware of. I saw someone in a comment thread mention Tana's Angels. Apparently people have speculated in the past that this was a way to take a cut out of other people's, OF work, which I absolutely do not fuck with. I support sex work, and one of the best aspects of utilizing OF was finally to cut out the middleman that historically would exploit the worker. It was to empower sex workers, particularly to women. So the idea of another woman trying to get in the way of that gives me the ick, to say the least. I'm home with COVID tonight, so I decided to take a look at it. Ladies, I do not like what I have found. Here's a breakdown with receipts. This is not good. You have no idea how much I wanted to go through this earlier, and I was like, we're going to go through it together. Okay. So the 25th of April, 2021, Tana announces that she's starting her very own agency called Tana's Angels Agency in collaboration with Unreally Agency. She was and is currently signed to Unreally Agency. OF is specifically mentioned as to why she's creating the agency. People ask me how I make money on OF. Tana also states, introducing TAA is a way for me to give the power back to creators. After months and months of perfecting my agency alongside Unreally, TAA is finally here. Girl, didn't you say that your perfume took months and months of perfecting and then it turned out to be from AliExpress? Same about your Dizzy drink that turned out to be just a white label collab. Or your tacos that never launched. Like, is it just a short-term collab, cash grab? Just say it. Your fans wouldn't care. I still would have bought some Dizzy for the gag of it. But maybe this business venture isn't quite like the others. Here's a link to her TAA announcement, which is this that we went through, right? All right, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So now July 30th of 2023. Woof. This is pretty damning. She was featured on an episode of Sidemen's 20 vs. 1. In this clip, you can see Tana interviewing a contestant. She says, have you ever thought about doing OF? I have an OF agency called Tana's Angels agency, and I'm looking to recruit some people. Do you fuck? Would you ever do it in camera? Oh, they've got her on record.
What about doing OnlyFans?
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious about what that would be like.
Are
I
you?
never gave it into a thought to doing it. Like,
Georgie Porky. Well, I do OnlyFans.
okay.
And I have an OnlyFans agency called Tana's Angels Agency,
Oh,
or
nice.
TAA.
Cool.
And I'm looking to recruit
Looking to recruit.
some people.
Like casting couch.
And I was just looking at you earlier, and out of everyone I met, I just feel like you're a really good candidate for that. Have you ever thought about doing OnlyFans?
Okay, also want to clarify that that could have been a joke, but we do have her literally with Alyssa being like, you should do OF, you should do OF, right? Okay. And then the full episode's there. Okay, 321 to 424. Yikes. I don't know how much I missed this in the news, but Unruly currently has 9 lawsuits against them right now from influencers they have signed. Many influencers have publicly spoken out about them in these articles. I suggest you give them a read. They promised her online fame. This influencer says they exposed her nudes and threatened her instead. Modern day pimps. Oh, that's not. They promised her online fame. This influencer says they exposed her nudes and threatened her instead. No woman should be pressured. OnlyFans creators are suing an agency alleging exploitation. Okay, so they're getting a lot of lawsuits right now. Wow. It's a seemingly sweet deal. In exchange for paying the agency a percentage of their earnings, the creator would be relieved of the burden of keeping up with the hectic posting schedule, benefit from heavy marketing, and watch their fan base expand. So wait, is Tana literally in an MLM? Or sorry, like someone said, starting an MLM for OF? This is really sketchy. What's going on here? It's a seemingly sweet deal. In exchange for paying the agency a percentage of their earnings, the creator would be... So literally, the person is brought on to do OF. H3 would never talk about this. Of course they wouldn't. They're doing the poker thing with Tana next week. It's a seemingly sweet deal in exchange. So they're bringing on, sex workers. And they're taking a cut, even though OF was literally designed to cut that person out. It's a seemingly sweet deal. In exchange for paying the agency a percentage of their earnings, the creator would be relieved of the burden of keeping up with a hectic posting schedule, and they would benefit from heavy marketing and watch their fan base expand. However, many influencers are saying that they specified in their contracts that they didn't want to show full nudity or wanted it to be edited out in the photos. Okay, so here's the thing. This makes sense with what Alyssa showed. In the text messages that Alyssa showed from Tana, which I'm actually going to pull them up right now. Tana was like, you don't even need to show anything, which kind of alludes to this same concept of you don't have to show anything and you'll still get the money. All right, here it is. Perfect. It was right here already. So Tana says, tell me your thoughts on OnlyFans. There's no amount of money in the world. Haha, respect it. Had to ask. Haha, why? I was gonna pitch making you a fucking bag. How? To make an OF? Yes, you'd make multi-millions, no question, and show nothing. I mean, you could wildly control the narrative. Like, everyone does it, and people, I feel like, no longer think it's the worst. They would know you're in your bag. I also truly feel no one would feel scammed. Everyone does it. As long as you don't overpromise and underdeliver, it could legit be photos that don't make it to your Instagram. Interesting. Interesting. So we have her on the record saying that to Alyssa. Okay. All right. Yet Unreally would go ahead and non-consensually post their nudes. There's multiple allegations of wage theft, being owed money, and being pressured to make more explicit content than what was agreed on. One woman alleges that Unreally was trying to pressure her to meet in person with one of her VIP subscribers of OF, which freaked her out. When a few of the girls asked to part ways with Unreally because of similar reasons, Unreally threatened to sue them. A lawyer for one plaintiff, who is choosing to stay anonymous, said, "These guys are basically just pimps." Wow. Wow. Spillsesh posted about how Austin McBroom was trying to run a similar scam back in January. Many of the girls that spoke out about it said it felt super predatory and that these men were trying to insert themselves back into a business where they could finally be a cut of. Or where they could finally be cut out of. Or wait, the men were trying to insert themselves in a business where they could finally be cut out of. The New York Times also wrote an article about this happening called The E-Pimps of OF. Okay, so literally, wow, this has been everywhere. Anyways, the link to her agency no longer works. Oh. Interesting. This is getting interesting. This is getting interesting. And I can't find proof of anywhere ever saying they were signed, LOL. Has everything gone quiet online because of the current lawsuits? Articles painting this kind of agreement in a negative light circulating in 2021 to 2022 shortly after the announcement, which brings me to, okay, so this person is basically saying, did nothing come of TAA? This person is saying, did Tana do nothing with the agency? They are not alleging that Tana is an e-pimp. They're saying, was she involved in something that was? They're not accusing her of it because they're saying TAA seemingly doesn't exist anymore and it hasn't been acknowledged why it doesn't exist. So they're not accusing Tana of this. They're saying, was she working with the company that does? Today, I saw the text that Alyssa Violet just leaked. Why is Tana so persistent about Alyssa starting an OF? It almost feels like peer pressure. What did Tana mean when she said, I was gonna pitch making you a fucking bag? Alyssa shuts down the convo pretty quickly, saying she wouldn't want to do it, so we don't know for sure. But is Tana still carrying out this work venture on the low and behind closed doors? Could Tana be getting a cut if she brings other girls to Unreally? Could there be NDAs involved? This is all pure speculation. I do not know. That's important to note. This is all speculation. My personal conclusion, this is not mine, this is theirs. This is theirs. It doesn't look good. It feels super grimy, and she's clearly still intertwined with these people who are allegedly running exploitative businesses. Tana, do your silly little harmless cash grabs all day. Who cares? But this is some dark ass, gross ass shit. You built a platform on girl go get your bag energy, and this ain't it. You want to empower women? Just post a few OF tips for free. Don't take a cut of someone's earnings. Don't take advantage of the fact that they look up to you and want to be in your position. Do not encourage them to get into legally binding agreements with people who are currently being sued for shady reasons. It's super disappointing, and I think this is the end of the line for me in terms of being a supporter of Tana. I just wanted to put this out there for anyone else who is unaware of what's going on. Peace, y'all. Edit and update. Reddit user Extraterrestrial Radio has linked Tana saying 2 sentences about it in the podcast with John. She states, I sign people and manage them, and I bring them to the correct managers to help them and do stuff like that. So yeah, I'm assuming she uses her influence and brings the girls to Unreally and then gets a cut if they're signed. Unreally, who has 9 lawsuits against them, allegedly, Are these correct managers in the room with us? Okay, wait.
Like, you know, how Tana Mongeau makes money.
I make money off of, obviously everyone knows, in every financial interview we discuss paywall platforms such as OnlyFans. I have an agency under OnlyFans where I sign people and I manage them and I bring them to the correct managers to help them and do the stuff like that, which is an awesome source of revenue. I do a lot of branded integrations. We have things like Dizzy and we have things like Tannabis.
Interesting. So we do have her on the record saying she takes people in and brings them to the managers of Unruly. Okay. Holy fuck, this is a damning write-up. Here's another fun fact I find. Unruly is getting sued by various OF customers for using chatterboxes, AI bots that talk to the customers as if they're the OF worker, and not disclosing it. Here is a blip about it from a Vice article, but some industry insiders have revealed darker undertones. In 2021, 2 former staffers of Unruly agencies, which represents top content creators and is recognized as an influencer powerhouse, declared that their jobs required them to intentionally lie, dupe, and mislead fans. In a lawsuit this year, they likened the chatter practice to fraud. You're basically a professional scammer, one of them said in an interview with Insider. Dude, there are so many articles about this. The New York Times, this one, used a different term, e-pimping. Unruly has denied these claims. Again, with the e-pimping accusations, Tana has said in a podcast, I can't remember which one, that she's been in meetings before about using these bots on her OnlyFans. So she might have accidentally ratted Unruly out with that one. Wow, this is some deep shit entangled with the sketchy-ass agency. The whole empowering woman framing that they use is obviously a ruse and a scheme. But I feel so bad that young, desperate girls would have fallen for it. And Tana aided and encouraged that. Like you said, if Tana was for the girls, she would have posted videos with free tips. She wouldn't have started out a pimping scheme. Oh. Dude. I always find it icky when Tana would try to get anyone on the pod or anyone else to join OF. But that Daily Beast article, oof. Suddenly it feels so sinister that she's working with these people and influencing people to join such a sketchy agency. She was able to disarm more people as opposed to someone like Austin McBroom because she's a woman promoting some kind of female empowerment, according to her. This might be the nail on the coffin for me. I'm not sure I can support Tana anymore. She is shown to be a very smart person with her words and how she portrays herself to the public, but she really doesn't have substantial moral or ethical boundaries and has exploited many people and situations for her own clout or monetary gain. I always knew she wasn't perfect and no one to emulate, but she has no problem aligning herself with many bad people, and she's starting to mar the company she keeps. Wow. Okay. That was worse than I thought it was going to be. That was genuinely worse than what I thought it was going to be. I would love for Tana to address this. Do I think like she will? No, which is unfortunate. I really think this needs to be addressed. Dude, this is really fucked up. Really fucked up. Like, this is so heavy. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Guys. Wow. That's really fucking bad. Do you think she'll ever address that? Do you think she'll ever address it? Dude, it's so bad. Oh, sorry. Someone just reminded me. Please like the stream, you guys. Please like the stream. It really helps. Okay, that's really fucked up. And the full, like, if you want to get in your bag, like, dude, that's not good. That's not good. Shout out to that Reddit user. That was that was a really fucking good read. And a lot of really good evidence. What happened? I'm late. You can go back or I'll re-upload it later. Oof. That was heavy. That was heavy. She really does need to address it, but I don't think she'll address it because it'll kind of rat out the story, you know what I mean? And he sneezed again. It'll rat out the story, and then, you know, she won't be able to bring more people on to the agency. But that's really bad. Like, I mean, there's no real way around that. There's no real way around that. All right. Okay. Now, I definitely want to dive into the Blake Lively thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it now or do it later. I'm trying to find, like, a condensed, like, rundown. I think I might do it later. I don't know. I, like, really need to, like, find what topics I want to discuss. A lot of people as well were... Oh, my God. You heard Trisha. A lot of people were sending me that Trisha was talking about Zayn and Heath. And we may as well get to that. She'll address it if it gains more traction. I guess this will probably be one of the topics that, like, she tries to, like, shut down. That would make sense. I guess so. That would make sense. All right, let's get to this. So I had seen on Twitter, people were DMing me Trisha's recent podcast. She's talking about Zayn and Heath and the current controversy that they're in. And I saw that a lot of people on Reddit had been talking about Zayn and Heath from the Vlog Squad, obviously. So let's get into it. I am obsessed with Trisha being in the King Tut. I assume it's the anniversary. I don't know what's telling me that it's the anniversary about this, but of that iconic video. Prob offensive. We'll prob delete. Let's get to it.
Okay. Look, I think this is... Okay. I don't know. Okay, maybe this is a hot take.
Huge congrats to Trisha on this successful merch drop as well. Trisha dropped hoodies and a blanket. And one thing is they were the quickest delivery ever. I was seeing so many people getting their order within a couple days. People have been loving it and it sold out immediately. Congrats to Trish. All right, let's get to this.
I feel like this is why you need, like, diversity in, like, the workplace, because they were talking about their DoorDash drivers and their names and how they were basically saying, like, these guys use fake names. Like, there's no way these names are real. Like, they're obviously using fake names, like, whatever.
Delivery drivers for DoorDash or Postmates,
I don't think they're real.
Have the most obscure names. His name was Voso.
Okay.
Voso.
Okay. I had been sent this, right? You know what this is? Racism. Like, this conversation is literally stemming in racism. I had seen this fucking clip, and whenever I'd watched it, I was like, oh, they're being racist. They're being ignorant. But their audience is, guess who? The edgy, younger males. What do they like? Edginess and racism. Oh my God, I knew that I wanted to talk about this, so thank you so much, everyone, for reminding me. And thank you, Trisha, for talking about it, because it's back. Oh, that is fucking hollow. There is nothing up there. There's nothing up there. I had seen this and it really bothered me. It's ignorance and it's racist. Call it what it is.
Before that was Cratch. Forgive.
Hargev.
And they were saying names like Prem, which is like one of the most common Indian names there is. And they were just going through all the names of their recent DoorDash drivers and just basically like laughing and making fun of them. And they were like really common. Like a lot of them were Indian names. Some of the names I didn't recognize, but it's like, don't you think you could do like a quick Google search? They have Matt.
But also, why is that a topic? Whether I recognize or don't recognize a fucking name. Stop. Like, how in that moment do you not realize that what you're saying is at best ignorant, at worst incredibly racist?
King on the podcast who was on that episode who's like really smart and usually not so ignorant, who would be like, oh, let's look it up to see if they are real names. But no, they're all like, literally this went on for like, the clip I saw was like a 2-minute clip, like went on for so long. Mariah, Zayn, even Matt was kind of like, yeah, that's not real. Like they were just like cackling over
And everyone
these
is
names.
agreeing. And everyone like, no, that's a fake name. We're like, why would you?
I was not expecting Moses to also be dressed for the anniversary.
And I was just like, how did anyone, like even the editors, the people filming like something, how did anyone like let that go past that? You know what I mean? And I guess, and the thing is, I was like, well, maybe people just don't care about these people anymore, that they just like, you know, don't cancel them or don't like point out like what's wrong with this. But they still get like 500,000 views. So I'm like, how is no one pointing this?
Also, whenever an influencer of any sort on camera is being so ignorant and racist, quite frankly, I'm like, wow, you filmed this, filmed it, edited it, uploaded it. I'm like, what do you say in your day-to-day life? What do you say in your day-to-day life? How many years ago was King Tut? I'm doing a quick Google search on this. How long ago was it? King Tut. Married with a donkey. How long ago? 4th anniversary. 4th anniversary. 4th anniversary. Wow, her kids are gonna have like when they get old enough to learn about the lore of their mother. Wow, there's so much lore there.
Like I did see one TikToker talking about it and they were just like, okay, and I didn't see the name of the TikToker, but I was just like, this is like so wild that they just get like free passes if it was anyone else. And then Zayn, who I believe was maybe brought up Muslim, I think his sister is or something like that. He goes, no, even these are fake. He goes, I grew up with like Arab names, and he's like, there's no way these are real. But it's like it was like a lot of Indian names. It was just like crazy just to see the amount of ignorance. And once again, I just think like my girls Remy and Alicia, I'm like, girls, what are we doing? What are we doing?
The thumbnail.
Did we get enough screen time? At least 3 seconds to talk. Okay, anyways, Remy and Alicia, because they went to the David Dobrik party. Now they're doing that. I'm like, just why? Because I just feel like these are such problems.
There are so many influencers, by the way, still in this scene who are lapdogs of David Dobrik. And I'm like, he doesn't even have clout anymore. David does not even have clout anymore. Like, what is it about him? Connections, maybe? But like, he is not the David Dobrik that you all once thought he was.
Girls, and these are the most problematic men, and they're just like, still people don't call them out. I'm like, anyone else that was, is this right? Is like, you would call them out, especially because it is just ignorant. Maybe they don't know, like maybe they're laughing.
Yes, it's ignorant, but it's also racist.
Or whatever, but it's just like
Zayn is in One Direction Zayn, not that one. Zayn from the Vlog Squad.
Yeah, like I don't know, it just made me like really sad, and I'm just like, okay, DoorDash drivers are ready, right? You know, they already get like some sort of like reputation or whatever, and then to like make fun of their names was like, I don't know, just screamed ignorance and no one calling them out. I was just like, this is boy privilege, which I really, really, really hate.
And also, literally, it was stemming from them talking about people that were delivering their food. This person is doing something for you, and you're making fun of them. Fuck off. I hate these people.
And it's just crazy. But they already have their colorful past that no one ever talks about, so I don't know. Anyways, it made me sad because I thought Prem was like the prettiest name ever, because I've always talked about this. Like I've always said it. Like I really do. Like I've always felt calling to, like we've talked about this so many times, like indie.
I did also see a lot of people online say that, I think they were talking about Scotty from the Vlog Squad. I'm not gonna say much on it because I need to actually find it so I'm not misquoting it. But it was, someone had been like, why does no one talk about the fact that Scotty, I think it was, used to just Snapchat fans and like shirtless good morning pictures and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to look a little bit further into that, but there's a talk online happening about that already. So I think there's a lot about the Vlog Squad members that is starting to resurface, if you will.
Yeah, I've just always like wanted to go over to the country. I think it's like so beautiful and stuff like that. So Prem was always like one of my favorite names. Truly, truly, truly. I love the name Prem, and I love the name Naveen because Naveen Andrews, like, I love him. I hate it so much. And I thought Zayn of all people, right? His name's Zayn Hijazi, and he's talked about getting made fun of for his last name in like school. I'm like, of all people, you should be the one to be like, or Matt King. I'm so disappointed in you too. You're like the brains over there. Like you know what I mean? Like the fact that he's like, yeah, that's not real. I was like, what? Do you think you know every single name across the world? It's like wild to me. It made me sad. I love the name Prem. Shout out to all my Prems out there. I think it's like literally the most gorgeous name ever, and I still feel if we had a third baby, Prem is in the running. I love that name so much.
I'm so confused as to why is that even like a conversation? Like, just people's names in general. Okay, first of all, not even like public figures. I guess like if it was like pseudonyms, right? Because like a lot of celebrities, like they have like their SAG-AFTRA name, they have to make up something.
Yes, yeah.
I get maybe that, but just like
DoorDash drivers, and then just acting like they're like doing a scam or something. They're like, why are they doing? And it like went on for so long as if it's some investigative journal piece. I was like, oh my god. And first of all, like if they were using like another name, like you know what I mean? And a lot of those people will use another name to avoid this, or avoid people like harassing and making fun of them. Like they'll use a different name or something like that. Like a lot of like.
I was about to say something that's really unfortunate about this, which I think is a good point that Trisha's bringing up. So many people have openly, I've seen this online before, where they will change their name on certain apps for it to be easier to address them or easier to pronounce and stuff. And it's really unfortunate that people feel that they have to go out of their way to do things like that. And we're like, why do they have to do that? You know, people would, just say their regular name, and then you have like the biggest influencers in the entire world literally just bullying people for existing based on their name. These are big influencers. Something going on in chat. I don't know what's going on in chat, but people are saying tomatoes are fine. I guess we're throwing tomatoes. Yeah, tomatoes is mucker lore. Throw as many as you want. I can dodge. Throw them at Zayn and Heath. Let's see if they can dodge.
Like Mohammed's over here will go by Mo, and so it's like, which is like sad. They feel like they have to change their name for
like
people to get it.
Yeah,
and so I was just like, these assholes, you know what I mean? But anyways, it made me mad. But I'm over the Unfiltered. I don't watch it anymore. But when I saw that clip, and I was just like, okay, let's be nice. And like honestly, if you don't know someone's name, right? Like if you don't recognize the name, like you don't have to make fun of it. Doesn't matter if it's real or fake. Like you really don't have to make fun of those kind of names, and they're not. They're cultural names and they're beautiful. And I just didn't appreciate that. So, anyways. Like I said, I love India. I love Indian culture, so it just really upset me, and shame on them. And they're also like 30 in their 30s, so it's also something like, do you need to be like mocking it? You know what I mean?
I can't like wrap my head around it.
Yeah, your name is Heath, like the candy bar. Okay, no one likes a Heath bar. No one does. But we're not making fun of you. Okay, it's like so. It's just random. I don't know. All right, that was my other comment. And Remy and Alicia, I love you, but oh my god, what? Like, I like you better on your own. Not time to sabotage it. It's just like, I just can't, I guess because we talk about it so much, I just can't wrap my brain around that friendship. Like this, like, the Remy and Alicia and Heath and Zayn friendship. Like, what?
Well, my favorite thing about the Vlog Squad lore is how they've all tried to straddle on to some lasting ish of fame after David Dobrik all dropped them. I mean, we have Jason Nash famously on TikTok 24/7 hours a day. 24/7 hours a day. My brain is clearly, I remember I said not much going on up here. Clearly. We have Jason Nash being like, give me those coconuts, lion, more, begging for money. We have Zayn and Heath on their podcast being racist. What are the other ones doing? Scotty and Toddy, OF creators now. Are they under Tana's Angels agency? What else do we have? Liza Koshy? Don't know what she does these days. I don't know what any of them do anymore. It's just interesting seeing how they've all tried to like, I'm not letting go of the rope.
It's like, why? Like they're kind of not great people. I know. I've been in there. I'm like, it's not me judging someone. It's just being around. Zayn was like nice, and that's okay. But,
that's okay.
He's nice too, but they're just not great. And I just feel like Remy and Alicia are great, but also I don't know them. Maybe they're not.
Oh, and the other two. What are the other two called? Carly and the other one. I like Carly. Carly follows me. Do we like her? Has she done anything bad? If she has, I'll just drop her. Carly and Aaron. Didn't they jump ship quite early, though? I'm pretty sure they jumped ship quite early. I think they did. I think they also made statements about it in the moment. God, remember David's video where he sat down on the sofa? YouTubers love a sofa, don't they? Aaron and Carly, yeah. I think they're fine. I think they're both think they're both 8.
Did it do well when they were in the thumbnail? I'm not sure.
I think they were smart for jumping ship.
Tell me why I thought Justin Baldoni was on the Full Coverage podcast. Did you see their thumbnail?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. But here's my thing. I always love when Trisha addresses the Vlog Squad in any capacity just because I will always appreciate her calling them out for the way that they treated her. Zayn and Heath were not only being ignorant here, they were being racist. And it's hee haha giggles. They'll never get called out for it. You know why? Because they're men. That's literally it. It's unsurprising. I mean, it's like, I can't believe you're having these conversations, number one. I can't believe you're having them on your fucking podcast. It's just disappointing, but not surprising. So are Carly and Aaron okay then? What are they doing these days? Do they have a podcast or something like that? I mean, Carly is always on TikTok live, and I know she loves Taylor Swift. Oh, Carly and Aaron, I mean, they upload on...
Eve Spider.
Okay. They upload... 1 month ago, trying something about her, Vanderpump Rules. Who's that? Oh, he was in the videos. I don't know what his name is. Is his name Adam? Oh, Joe. Okay. Okay, so they've seemingly, left the... Oh, they're making a lot of videos with Joe. Oh, this is not Joe. This is someone else. Okay, seems they've taken a very normal route. They left the Vlog Squad because of the wedding, and Vlog Squad members wouldn't be vaccinated as you need to be vaccinated to go to the wedding. They have a podcast with Matt and another old member. Hold on. I'm discovering more of the lore. Is it Only Friends podcast? Oh, they have the Only Friends podcast 6 days ago.
This podcast is sponsored by...
Well, this one is not sponsored.
You can go back and be like...
Wow, YouTubers love us. Oh my god, I have this phone case. Not on my phone right now, but it's in my bathroom.
Hey, I have no idea.
Okay, they seem relatively normal. Carly and Aaron kind of broke away from the Vlog Squad when some of the members refused to get COVID tests at their wedding. Okay. All right. Well, fair. Fair fucks. Yeah, I'm always here for Trisha calling out members of the Vlog Squad, if I'm being completely honest. I'm going to leave it there. All right, hello. All right, everyone. So I was just looking at... Wow, my entire recommendation is literally just fucking K-pop. People were sending so much K-pop stuff to my P.O. box. I was like, y'all know me well. Y'all know me well. Oh, where's that Mr. Beast document? Remember the Mr. Beast document? It's being deleted everywhere. I want it so bad, the Mr. Beast document. I think Rosanna posted it, but it's being deleted everywhere. Fuck. Member of, like, his rules and regulations. God, I really can't find it. It has been wiped from the internet. I might text her and ask her for it. Damn it! It's been deleted. I need to find it so bad. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna leave just on the basis of I need to go and take the dogs outside. I might be back later, or I might just film videos. I'm gonna have a lot of videos going up over the next few days. Tennessee on Thursday, so I'm kind of just doing a lot of filming before then. I appreciated you all spending the night. It was really fun to be live streaming again. I really appreciate it. I posted on Chapel Roan just before this, so if you didn't see that video while I was live, it was up. I'll upload all the videos from this. I'm also going to be filming later as well. Mods, thank you so much. Mom, thank you for moderating as well. Chat, thank you for being here. First stream in 4 months. I am going to love and leave y'all. I'm going to go take the dogs out. I'm going to go take a bath. I'm going to try clear my sinuses and recuperate. All right. I will see you all very, very, very soon. And goodbye.